Oh, hey.
Hi.
We're here.
Good to see you.
Doing it again.
Once again.
And we're hauling again.
It's what we do.
It's clearly what we do now.
We're all about the hauls, y'all.
That's right. That's right. And we're kind of combining like 2 trips in this haul because we didn't get much from one trip, but what we got counts.
I think it does.
And by we, I mean me.
It's you.
It's me. We went to Cincinnati.
Yes.
To see Oliver Tree.
Of course.
Again.
These are just Oliver Tree hauls.
Ooh.
New series.
I didn't even show you the Oliver Tree stuff I got. And that's why I didn't get a lot of books or graphic novels, because I had to get Oliver Tree stuff. But this was something, we went to Half Price Books in Cincinnati, and these were there, y'all. These were there. We're starting out with the figures. I'm not a huge figure person. I mean, I have several.
She said, I'm not a huge figure person.
Well, but these are old Buffy figures. Where'd I go?
There's 3 of them.
There's 3. But these are huge. These are old Buffy figures that, I had individual ones back in the day. In fact, I think I still have many in my parents' attic. They'll watch this and they'll be like, yeah, get them out of our attic.
They're all there, yeah.
But not these big boxes. I never had the sets of several together. I don't think I had any of these. So we'll start off with this one. This is, let's see, I can't see. The Master, Buffy, Angel, and Willow. My favorite in this is absolutely Willow and probably the Master. I think they look the best. But
you can't. Yeah, sorry for the glare. But
yeah, and I couldn't walk away from it. They were priced really well, and
I just want to point out that you can tell that these were made in the 90s. Because
there's a Sam Goody on the back.
There's that, and then also
Suncoast.
Be sure to stake out Buffy.com. That's an ad. That's listed on the back.
It's a huge throwback, especially even just the branding in this and the weird they always have this weird purple blue background on everything.
I feel like I'm looking at a DVD menu.
Absolutely, 100%. This one includes exclusives cheerleader Cordelia. So there's two Cordies and Xander with an axe, which I also enjoy. Look, here's the thing. They're pretty ridiculous.
They're not that bad though.
But they're not that bad.
We've seen
especially
a lot
for the
worse.
time. And I love the little stakes that come with it, and I just generally I was none of these look like garbage. There's actually some Buffy figures that have come out lately that are garbage.
They
look really bad. We've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
But this is probably my favorite set for sure.
That's my favorite set.
For sure. You got Buffy, you got Giles. I don't know why he doesn't have his glasses on. That is something that bothers me.
That is the most disturbing thing about it.
I don't really understand it. Maybe they got knocked off. A vamp came out. They knocked him off. But my favorite is absolutely Oz, who comes with his guitar. He's got this weird baby shirt on.
He has exchanging. You can exchange
hands.
the hands so that he can play the guitar.
Yeah, which is great.
That's pretty great.
So had to get that. Really, again, for really Oz alone. But this is the best 3-figure set of the ones we picked up for sure. But and coming soon.
Are they?
I love the ornaments on the back. The creepy bust ornaments. Love that.
Busted, more like it.
Nice. So, hey, that was a pretty good high five for me not even looking at you.
It was. I'm proud of you.
So yeah, that's what I got in Cincinnati, other than Oliver Tree merch. So I don't think you're interested in that, so we're not going to show that. But yeah, and then we also had a trip the day before Cincinnati. We went to Nashville to see My Chemical Romance.
And Turnstile.
So we had to stop by the Nashville Half Price. We did the Half Price.
And the McKays. And then we also went to, what?
Wake Up Records?
Wake Up Comics and Records. So there's Wake Up Comics is in the record store that's called something else.
Think of the name of. Yeah.
But anyway, it's a little house, and it was great, and they had a lot of little small stuff. I got a record. I can show that. It's back here. This was a deal. It was on sale. This is the record store day. Stiff Little Fingers at the BBC thing that I was super stoked and got it for cheap. Which, yeah. That was dumb. What's wrong with it?
That's you.
That's me. But I got some mini comics there, which is super cool. I got Vacuum Decay. This is number 3. with the Jasper Jubenville cover, and I have no idea.
Don't show the back.
I can't show probably
Don't show
anything
that
that's
either.
I can't show probably anything that's in here. But it's a cool little anthology, and it's a great. I forget. I'm gonna try to see if the guys. Yeah, there's just.
Can you show that?
I can show this one page. But yeah, it's put together by a lot of people that throw it all together. I think it's really great. Yeah, that's all I'm really gonna say because I don't know much else about it. I just knew the Jasper Jubenville cover, and I was like, I'm gonna pick this up. And I'm sure later we've talked about doing an episode on mini comics at some point, and I'll definitely read this by then and talk about it. And I'll talk about the other mini comics we got at the record store. This is by Farrell Dalrymple, and I think I'm gonna guess it's just called It Will Hurt, but it's just like a little collection. I have a lot of his collections. He's got a great YouTube channel too, where you can see how he puts this stuff together because he does all these comics like painted, and they're just super great. And like I love the cover because look at that cat, look at that little guy. Ain't that guy neat?
Well, it's one of those fold outs.
He's
too,
blue.
Like, yeah, that's cool.
And so that's neat. And he draws a lot of cool, fun stuff. He did the book The Wrenchies. He's also done a lot of other stuff that I've really liked. And his stuff's great. Like, I just love the way he draws cats, honestly. Like, I could look at his cat drawings every day.
It's a good cat.
All day. But, yeah, so I'm glad I got this. And I'm glad we went to that record/comic store.
For sure. A lot of these were, I think, mostly McKay's.
Yeah, oh, I have one. This one specifically was
Okay, half price. Let's do half price.
Just the Savage Dragon Archives, #1. And I like Savage Dragon. I've not read enough of it. And honestly, like my least favorite thing about 90s comics typically is the coloring, because I just can't get it. I'd rather just read it in black and white than deal with the often. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's great, but often like really like overly airbrushed like Extreme Studio style art.
It just looks really cheesy.
It's just, yeah, I just can't, it distracts me from like actually reading it. And so when I saw this and I opened it up and it was all black and white, I was so happy. I was so stoked. And I don't think that Savage Dragon has really bad coloring often, because I feel like Eric Larson did pretty good with that, overseeing it. But this, I was just so happy about it. Also, like, it just reminds me of like newspaper. It looks like newsprint. It looks fun, and it just makes me feel like I'm a kid again. And so I'm excited to read this.
What I love about your reaction to that is like it's probably the polar opposite of like most people. Most people are probably mad those exist. They don't want them because they're black and white reprints. Like,
oh, I know that's
like
how
I'm
you
sure
feel.
my dad would feel that way.
Oh, I know that's how
would
you
never
feel
read that
often.
anyway.
Like you always feel that way when it comes to like if we find something in black and white and there's a color version.
Yeah,
you're like,
it's
I'd
like,
rather
why?
read the color.
Yeah. But that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And, you know, I'm sure it's way cheap for them to make and, like, put out at a decent price.
Yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, I picked up, I've been looking for Jay Stevens books. I have not read anything. I just really like his art. The Land of Nod Rockabye book is this one. What's it about? Y'all, I don't know. I just want some Jay Stevens because I just love his art. I'm really interested in reading more, so if there's specific books, I've heard of a lot of them, but if there's specific books you've read, like, let me know. But I mean, here's a cat and like a little mummy guy. What else could I want except that? So I don't know. Have you read it? Is it good? I need to know.
I found this, and we're in McKay's territory, right? Did we say that?
Yeah, I think that's the rest of it.
Okay, yeah. This controversy, just because Johnny Ryan is controversial, but this little Comics Are for Idiots collection that is pretty, I think it's all the Blecky Yuccarella or whatever it was his little character. I mean, it's all gross and disgusting stuff, but
I'd say that's less gross and disgusting than other Johnny Ryan
This is the
stuff I've
least
seen.
gross and disgusting Johnny Ryan thing I've ever seen and read. Which I've only read like a handful of strips. I haven't even read this collection yet, so I could be wrong, and we'll find out.
That flip through, I was like, that'll look safe.
It's safe.
You could show all of that.
I don't, maybe not all of it. I'm not gonna risk it.
Yeah, sure. But that's exciting.
But I got that.
What's great is I think that was like 50 cents.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we love it.
That's what's great about McKay.
It's the best.
It's worth it.
I also found a Blue Period Volume 4. I have Volume 1 to 3. This is about this guy. I think he's in art college, I believe, or something like that. Maybe it's high school. I can't remember. I only read the first volume, but I loved the first volume. So I've been wanting to read more. I know some of them were out of print for a while. So when I saw this at half price, I was like, for half price.
McKay's. It's all the same.
Whatever place it was.
We went somewhere that sells books.
I had to get it. But manga about painting, y'all, I'll take manga about any weirdly specific subject.
Is that it? Sorry.
That's it.
I was trying to remember.
I thought you were going to react.
I was trying to remember what we had a discussion that there should be a manga about earlier. Being a butcher.
That's right. I got this book that's not about being a butcher, but I kind of thought it may have been when I grabbed the cover.
Yeah.
Because there's a weird slab of meat on it. And I was like, I thought this was going to be like a butcher manga.
And I was like, that sounds awesome.
I'll read manga on anything.
So I'm going to do these next two together because this one is just tiny. This is a little SpongeBob SquarePants, little big comic. Mermaid to measure, and it's just a little thing, and it was like 10 cents.
It really was like 10 cents. So we were like, yeah, we're gonna get that.
And then we found this. I found this. I was really excited about because I have the companion of it somewhere behind me. But it's dictators in comics. I have a collection that's Hitler in comics, and so this handles the other dictators. So a lot of World War II cartoons and stuff, unmasking monsters and mocking tyrants. And it makes me think of like one of my favorite quotes by Mel Brooks is like, how do you, like, the best way to get back at somebody who is a monster and who is terrible is to make fun of them. And so I get a lot of the vibes from that similar in here. And I think, like, you know, with Chaplin and all that, just like all the mocking of dictators that they did, I find to be very interesting and fascinating, just part of history. And the fact that comics and cartoons like had a part in that is kind of crazy and kind of wild that, you know, we look at comics as like these like small minuscule things, but really it tells like a big history in it. So I always thought this was interesting, and I'm glad I got it.
Very cool. And that was 75 whole cents.
That's right.
Just have to say that.
I love how we took off the stickers right before we filmed this video, and she's just like, that was 70. Like, why'd we take the stickers? We spent that time peeling off the stickers so that she can just show that she remembers the money.
Yeah, I guess that's what
bragging.
It is. That's what I do. Sad animal facts. Aww. I had to pick this up. Like this one says, cats can't taste sweet things. And this cat's saying, tell me about ice cream again.
Oh, that's sad.
And it's all just animals with those sort of facts and little talking bubbles and very cute illustrations. Mm-hmm. And it just seems very funny and something I'll enjoy. And I also want to learn sad animal facts.
Why not?
And I had to get the companion, Sad Animal Facts Baby Talk. This is specifically about little baby. What?
I was going to say, you can depress your friends at functions with these sad baby animal facts.
That's right. For instance, anteaters are always only children. And this anteater is saying, I'm an anteater, not an ant sharer. Sad.
I don't get that.
He's not sharing his ants because he doesn't have anybody.
Oh.
I'm also an only child and sad.
That got dark.
I just always wanted a sibling. Thanks, parents. Okay. So, these look really cool. It's funny because they're going to watch it. I get it. I know why. It's fine. I get it.
Okay. I got this art book of Where's Bowie, which is exactly what you would expect. It is a, like, Where's Waldo, but Where's Bowie? And you gotta find Bowie.
So cool.
And it's a lot of fun. I don't know, I didn't know the artist, and of course they're not on the cover. It's gonna bug me. I didn't look into it. Sorry. Let me do it now. Nope. Still not there. Illustrations by Kevin Gahan.
That's actually Kev.
Kev Gahan.
Maybe it's not Kevin.
It probably was Kevin at some point. But cool, you know, Bowie in the studio. And neat. I saw it was neat art, and it was also, how many cents was it?
I don't remember. It was cheap
like
cents.
75 cents. Probably cheap cents.
That's
the name of my next book.
Okay. And your rapper name?
No, that's Lil Grim.
Throwback to the other video. Marshmallow and Jordan. This is the second book. I mean, look at that cover. What is it about? I don't know, y'all. But look at this art. I just opened it. It was like, it's for a second. Look at this art. There appears to be basketball and an elephant. Okay, that's all I need to know. It looks beautiful. How much was it? I don't remember.
And then lastly, I guess, well, we both got one more. But this is Stig and Tilda by Max de
Max French.
Max de French guy.
French guy.
We've read a lot of his work. We've loved
Bastard.
Loved Bastard. One of probably the best books. Probably one of the few books that both of us had like exact agreement on.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that rarely happens. And then we also read another one that we really disliked, both of us. So mixed feelings. I've read Simon and Louise was the other one that I read that was good. I got from the library, but this one was just like it was sitting there. I just love his art. It's so perfectly French without being like annoying. Does that make sense?
All the French viewers are offended that you said that.
I mean, I don't know.
It looks really good. It's good art.
It's
really
just
good art.
simple, and the book is put together well. There's spot gloss. It's got like some raised. It's got some stuff. Like it just looks great. I don't know what it's about. It's gonna be great.
Hopefully.
I hope. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
If not, then I'll at least get something out of the art.
Yes. And finally, I grabbed a Mutt's Treasure Edition. This is a Mutt's Moments. I've been collecting these since I got into Mutt's like a few years ago. Has it been a few years? I feel like it's been a few years. But I love these. It's always like, I don't know what year this one came out. 2021. Okay, so this is a fairly recent one. I just never got it. So there's black and white ones. There's the Sunday colors throughout this. And it collects the whole year worth of strips. So I'm a huge Mutt's fan, and I will read all of these and feel wonderful about it because Mutt's is wonderful.
Yeah, and it's just a joy. It's a happy little fun thing to read.
Makes you happy. So.
Yeah, we're all about the happy
these
joys
floppy
here.
paperbacks they come out with. They're nice. Do I want a super hardcover of all of them? Yeah. Why isn't it happening? I don't know. Probably because these sell, so it's fine. But anyway, but I got it for cheap. How cheap? We don't remember.
We don't.
I don't know. I took the sticker off.
Took the stickers off.
But if you've read any of these, of course, let us know.
Definitely.
Or if you're interested now in reading them, holler at us.
And also, as we go to all these places, I'm sure, this haul had Cincinnati and Nashville places. But if you have, we have our favorite shops we like to go to there. But if you also have favorite shops you like to go to there, suggest them to us for sure. Wake Up Comics was a new place for us to go, and we loved it. And we love half prices and McKay's and cheap things, but we also love these little hole in the wall stores and stuff. So if you have suggestions for us to visit, we'd love to hear those.
Please do.
And
yep, that's it.
That's it.
Thanks.
Bye, y'all.